Hey y'all, it's Shanda here, and I am bringing us our channel message for the week of July 13th. That's today, Sunday. All right, the week of July 13th. And the ancestors and spirit, they've been coming through with a couple of messages for this week. The first thing is they're just very briefly saying, please remember to trust your process. Please remember that you're still on a journey, okay? Trust where you at. Trust your process. But the bigger message that they have for us this week, they were really telling us, like, put your money where your mouth is, like, get into your actions, do what you said you was going to do, be the thing, feel the thing, like, stop playing with yourself and step into becoming who you said you were going to be and doing all the things you said you would do. Now, this week, they were like, yes, and also remember that it's going to take some balance. Okay, so this week, we're really being encouraged to not stop doing or being what you said you was going to be. Stay in that flow. Stay in the discipline of that commitment to yourself. Stay in the discipline of that commitment to your visions, your goals, your becoming, your evolution. But also don't underestimate the necessity and the importance of the things that you think are mundane. So this week we're being encouraged to really step up our spiritual hygiene, all right? And yes, that can look like saging your space. It can look like, mopping your floors with your spiritual floor wash and all the things. But it can also look like decluttering your closets. It can look like cleaning off your countertop. It can look like going through your mail, getting rid of the mail that's been sitting on the countertop or in the cute little mail basket that you bought. All right. It can look like going to clean out your car, going to vacuum out your car. What Spirit is saying is that, we can tend to get so caught up in the doing the things that's attached to the vision and the goal and the mission that we forget how important it is to take care of our personal space. We forget how connected we are to our personal space, that when our space isn't clean, when our space isn't clear, when our energy isn't being protected, when our peace, where we're supposed to have our peace, isn't being protected, that still impacts the way we show up even when we're not at home. It still impacts the way we show up even when we're not at home. We are connected to the places where we lay our head. We are connected to the places that we call our sanctuary. So this week, as you continue to do the goals, do the things, be the person, do the disciplines, do the habits, be sure to incorporate your daily and spiritual hygiene into that. To me, keeping our homes clean and tidy, that is spiritual hygiene. It don't always have to be smoking out your spot. Sometimes it really is just cleaning off that countertop. And watch how good you feel after you do that. Watch how good you feel when you can sit down on, y'all know how I feel when you clean your house and then you light that candle and you be like, right? Spirit is like, don't get lazy on that front. That is just as important as all the other things that you are doing. It is just as important. So this week we're really being, and that goes back to, thank you, Spirit, that goes back to our root chakra. Doing those things is connected to our root chakra, providing a clean and stable space for ourselves. That goes back to our root chakra healing. Okay. So this week, keep doing what you're doing. Keep killing it. Keep crushing it. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep staying committed to the person that you know you are and that you know you're evolving and becoming. But also don't let the lifestyle, the habit, the environment of that person to fall by the wayside. That is a part of the equation, and it's a part of the energy. It's a part of the puzzle piece. It's a part of the environment. It's a part of the inhabitant of the person, right, that you're becoming. So keep doing what you're doing, but also don't forget the little things. The little things still matter this week. So if you pick one day and you're going to be like, I'm going to declutter my closet, get rid of the clothes that doesn't align with the person that you're becoming. The clothes that you can't fit anymore. The clothes that you don't wear anymore. Clear out your pantry with the old food that has expired. The food that is no longer in alignment with the person that you're becoming. If that person don't eat like that, then what you doing? Right? How's your bedroom, right? Is it clean? Are there clothes all over the place? All of that is connected to your nervous system, your anxiety, your stress, and it's tethered to your energy. And Spirit is like, please do not get it twisted on how all of that is connected to you. So this week, please do that work as well. Don't get so caught up in doing and the posting and the creating that you're not giving yourself a beautiful space and platform to do it in and on, okay? All right. So I'm gonna see what chakra card we got for us this week. All right, Spirit. What do you have for us this week? Ooh. Bruh. Okay. Y'all. I don't know why I be acting like this my first time, okay? So we got root chakra, patience. And then we just start the video off saying, trust the process. Okay. This week's chakra, as we're healing, root chakra, patience. All right. These are our affirmations for this week. As I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence, and surrender as things unfold at their own pace. I remain calm and tolerant during any challenging times. I develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust, both in my higher self and a higher power. I'm going to make this a post on the YouTube channel too, because listen, Linda, you cannot make this up. All right? Let's give ourselves grace as we're doing all the things. This is a new way of being for a lot of us. It's a new way of being for a lot of us, a deeper understanding for a lot of us. And even giving ourselves patience is a new practice for a lot of us. So this week, we got to take care of ourselves, and not just in a way that's connected to goals and objectives and vision boards and soul assignments and all the things. Sometimes the healing is just by giving ourselves the grace and the patience to be. Sometimes it really is just cleaning your house and cleaning your room. Sometimes it really is just doing your dishes and cleaning your clothes. All of that's self-love. That's taking care of that root chakra, your stability, your trust in yourself, in your faith that even when you take a pause to take a 15-minute nap, even when you take off of work to take care of your family, that you will still be provided for and have patience with the entire process. All right. Thank you, spirits. When it comes to healing, okay, our root chakra, eating food, that I love when we got to eat for that root chakra, because when in doubt, eat from the earth. Okay. So any of our root vegetables, think of the color red. Our root chakra is the lower half of our body, from that lower, the base of our spine all the way down to our feet. Our root chakra is about our trust, our faith, our independence, our stability. It is connected to financial independence, to independence for the roofs we have over our heads, right? Everything that makes us feel safe and like we have stability and consistency in our lives. So root chakra is the color red. So really incorporating red into your life, whether it's red in your foods, all right, whether it's red and you wearing some clothes, maybe you painting your nails red, maybe you have a red wallet, you have a red purse, right? Maybe for my people who I just heard, like red bedspread, okay? All of these things, remember, we move like that when we're working with our chakras, with these energy centers in our bodies and in our auras, because we're calling in the energy of that chakra. We're calling in the healing energy of that chakra so that we can begin to feel safe in surrendering to our process, so that we can begin to have more trust in our process, and that's so we can give ourselves some patience throughout this entire journey. All right, y'all. Let me see what else. Spirit, Spirit was like, if my crystal people, red jasper. Spirit is like, y'all need to pull out some red jasper so y'all can get grounded. Get grounded, staying in our bodies and feeling very solid in our decision making, solid in just where we find ourselves in life. I also saw Dalmatian jasper. Dalmatian jasper for my people who kind of need a little bit more joy to go with their patience. That Dalmatian jasper will allow for you to feel grounded, but also keep that joy connected in there too. Okay. For herbs, thank you. Spirit was like, when it comes to herbs, really look at maybe cooking more with your herbs this week. So if you're cooking with your basil, cooking with your thyme, cooking with your rosemary, right? Cooking with your sage, those herbs are going to allow for you to be grounded. That's going to clear out what needs to be cleared out. That's connected to also keeping your heart open to trusting your process, right? And keeping you connected to that root chakra. So really cooking with our herbs this week. I mean, you can have any of those as a tea too. So like, get your whole life. All right. And as a spirit is also saying, and as a bath, however you're feeling, but using these really, what I like to call our foundational healing herbs, the herbs we can find in our kitchen, right? These foundational healing herbs. And then when it comes to our movement, move this week. Spirit is like, just move. So whether it's a walk, whether it's yoga, whether it's crawfish. I must want some crawfish. Whether it's CrossFit, all right. Spirit is like, move this week. Don't put limitations in, don't put yourself in a box this week when it comes to your movement. Honor your body, but definitely move it, because the movement is going to help you get grounded. The movement is going to help you move through any grouchiness, impatience, frustration, anxiety. If you feel like you don't know if it's depression, but you feel heavy, movement is really going to help you shift your energy and stay in this space to allow for you to give yourself grace and balance it all this week. All right, y'all. Remember, I have the chakra ebook. It's on sale right now for $22. So that chakra ebook, if this is your first time even hearing about chakras, how do I heal with chakras? That ebook is going to outline all the things for you, all the way down to how you heal with each chakra using movement, crystals, and herbs. All right, it's going to give you all the things that you need. And you can also download the chakra journal for free that gives you journal prompts to allow for you to explore whatever's coming up for you in each chakra and really help you align with where you are in your journey. All right, y'all. So keep going, keep growing, keep healing, and I'll see y'all soon.